let's keep the momentum going here. You got one of your own here. He's here at he's a local comedian here, and you guys have to say, you gotta keep an eye on him, because he's gonna be right up there, man. From St. George, everybody give it up for Chase McPhee!
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to follow that last guy. The only way it could be any more opposite is if I started with a prayer. Which I think I kind of should do. He said 6 words, I don't know what they mean, but they were supposed to be offensive. So we'll start with this. Aloha. Okay, I'm not any sort of Polynesian, and that worked better for me than it did your host. This is completely backwards. Anyone here go to the gym? Not many of you. I notice when I go to the gym that there's a subtle difference, but it speaks volumes between someone who's in shape versus someone who is a shape. Good job coming to the comedy show. It's nice of you to take a break from Netflix. Netflix fans? Anyone here like Orange is the New Black? Yeah, I didn't watch it either. But the only reason I didn't watch it, I was confused. I thought Orange is the New Black was a documentary series about when Trump went to replace Obama in the White House. I read what it really was. I was way off. A little bit about me. I come from a very diverse family. My stepmom is from Chile. I've got a Chilean stepbrother. My older sister married a guy from Vietnam. I've got 2 Vietnamese nephews, and my youngest sister was adopted from Thailand. That makes me the minority in my own family. It's a weird thing for a white person to cheer for. Thank you. To my 2 nephews, I'm literally Uncle Cracker. Our family portrait looks like a bag of trail mix. And I'm the marshmallow. My dad gets nervous when I do these jokes. He doesn't want me to sound like any kind of racist. And I'm like, Dad, have you seen our family? I am every kind of racist. I'm not racist, but growing up in this community, sometimes I'm a little culturally unaware of situations, and I say things that I don't mean bad, but they can sound bad. I went to get my hair cut once, and the girl was rather butch up top, and she's like, so how are we cutting your hair? And I was like, I'll have what you're having. My wife walked in the door, and she looked at my wife and was like, I'll have what you're having. We have that stereotype of being kind of closed-minded here, and sometimes I try and overcompensate. Once I realized, she was like, yeah, I'm gay, and I was like, oh, I love Bohemian Rhapsody. I didn't know what else to say. Horrible. I brought these up here because I can't remember what I was supposed to say next. Sometimes it's frustrating, though, to see other people who are also culturally unaware. You ever see someone who tries to act like they're from the ghetto, but they're not? They're like rolling down their windows, blasting their bass to a Brad Paisley song. Here's the point. Don't talk like Shaniqua from Compton if you're Abby from Provo. We have another stereotype in our community of getting married really young here in this state. And the reason we have that stereotype is because that's what we do. I was 31 before I got married, and every family party before that I would go to, my family would always be like, oh, still not married yet, huh? I was like, yeah. Also not divorced yet, that feels pretty good. Divorce is a scary thing. I've seen divorce. Some of my friends have gone through a divorce. And when a guy goes through a divorce, when a couple gets married, it's a good life. You got, your dream house, white picket fence, plate glass windows, start your new life. And then you get divorced. And the guy doesn't have a white picket fence and plate glass windows. He has a 1-bedroom apartment with a plate, a glass, and a window. Speaking of getting married young, one of my friends, he just got married to a girl who is almost 19, and he's my age. I'm fine with the age gap. It's the fact that she was in high school like a year and a half ago that's a little concerning to me. He told me that they met online, and I was like, well, of course you did. Because how else does someone your age meet a girl born in 1999? I bet the first question he ever typed to her was, "Are you a cop, LOL?" Don't feel bad about laughing at this. She's not old enough to get in here. Let me put perspective in this for you. 1999 was not that long ago. The top selling music groups in 1999 were NSYNC and the Spice Girls. Who remembers the Spice Girls? Because she doesn't. And that should be your number one indicator right there. If she's too young to tell you what she wants, what she really, really wants, she's too young to get married. I got married a year ago. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. We might do another year. I did the opposite. My wife is 6 years older than me. Hashtag me too. Here's the thing. Here's what's really funny about this is when my wife graduated high school, I was at recess. I remember being at recess, watching high school girls drive by, going, "Oh, someday." Little did I know, my wife was driving by the elementary school going, "Someday." She came with a son. I'm a stepdad now. People ask me all the time what it's like to be a stepdad. And here's the real difference. When a child is born, parents have an unconditional love for that child. No matter what that child does in life, the parents will love it no matter what. As a stepdad, I get to choose. Oh, you scored a goal, that's my boy. Where do babies come from? You should ask your dad. Here's the thing, being a stepdad, you don't get 10, 11 years to prepare for certain questions, and they ask you stuff that you don't really know about. A few weeks ago, Gavin, who's 10, was asking me what humidity was like, and I thought, well, we live in St. George, okay, it's a fair question. Said humidity is like normal, it's just everything's a little bit more moist. Further into the conversation, I realized he had mixed up his words and was actually asking me about puberty. Now, again, I'm not really prepared for this moment, so I gave him the same answer. It's kind of normal, just everything's a little more moist. He's really fun to play with. I like to play a lot of games with him, and I like to let him win. But sometimes he gets a little cocky, and he's like, "Booyah!" And then I have to feel like I won. One time I came back from getting a drink of water, and he's like, "I stole your seat. I stole your mommy." Booyah! Are there any policemen here? Any cops? Off-duty cops? You have to tell me if you're a cop before I do this next joke. Okay. No, I don't have a problem with policemen per se, not all of them, because they have a job that I'm frankly not brave enough to do, and they keep us safe. But there are some cops who need to lighten up a tad. Yes. I got pulled over a few weeks ago because, in the cop's word, I went through a stop sign at almost 5 miles an hour. Let's put this into perspective for you. Without his wheelchair, Stephen Hawking could walk 5 miles an hour. Now, again, it was a stop sign that didn't stop. I take responsibility for that. I just hate it when the cop's like, "I'm just doing my job." Okay, let's play this game for a minute. Public defenders are just doing their job, okay? Johnny Cochran was just doing his job. Michael Jackson's doctor was just doing his job. And I get it, I shouldn't make fun of cops and relate them to bad people, but I'm a comedian. I'm just doing my job. How am I doing on time, EK?
Good, go ahead, give him one more.
One more? Well, here's the thing. As a comedian, it's really tough to come up with new subjects that someone hasn't joked about. I happen to notice that there are not a lot of jokes about Elizabeth Smart. There's not going to be. Just calm down. There's no jokes about this, and there shouldn't be. However, There are some facts that we're going to review, and if you choose to laugh at it, that's up to you. It's not on me. Fact number 1, there is 0 things funny about what happened to her. She was kidnapped, she was abused, kept captive for 9 months and brainwashed. It was a horrible thing. Fact number 2, she was found alive, which is great. She also decided to serve a Mormon mission. She served her mission in France. Fact number 3, France is where they filmed the movie Taken. There's your proof God has a sense of humor. That is all my time. Thank you, Sandra.
Everybody, give it up for Chase McQueen. Stay right here. I gotta say something. His lovely wife is back there. Everybody come around waving. He was supposed to go on first, but he said, please, my wife come here.
She's 6 years older than
I know she's 6 years old. You're a good man. Okay, everybody, Chase